Catch up, guys.
Oh!
I'm back!
Why does it need to be slow?
Because you're
I
playing a
know, it's
horror
probably
game.
zoomed right
Ah!
into
Happens.
the opening as well.
You got fucked up.
What's this?
My
Regarding
dear sweet
a
Ellie,
huge quality of life
I can't bear that we done what we done, not being apart from our little ones. So I'm going over and hoping you forgive me for even leaving you behind. And God,
Yeah, I'm waiting for now. Because he's doing his own stream and I don't want that talking over. So that's all dandy. I'll just get some music on the go. Oh, I closed the wrong thing. Open that back up again. Over here. Do that. Out there. There's my wee notification. That's all fun and dandy. Let's get some in-game music on the go, shall we? There we are. Oh, I killed a hillhound. Evening, guys. Beacon, yeah. No one in sight. Let's go. Turn the old camera. Look west. Didn't mean that yet. There we are. That. There we are. Happy days. Stream to establish setup. Do we have it there? It is. That's dandy. So, good morning, good evening, everyone. My name is Daredevil and welcome to the stream. I streamed earlier today, doing a wee bit of Runescape. I ended it actually just as I got a few kills here actually. I wasn't paying attention, so I'm going to get smacked around. It's gonna hurt. Yep, saw that coming. That's alright. So I recovered. I got a 1 on my spec. Really, man? Jeez. It's just not nice. Unholy symbol, no thank you. I'm not even gonna just take out the list. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. There we are. Sorted. Let's see. Runex, that'll do. To be fair, I probably should make the sneak first. I'll probably make a sneak on before doing my next run. Keep myself alive. So I am well into my now 184th kill. Wow, nothing's that high. I didn't think it was that high already. Jeez. Yeah, 184th kill. I've already had one primordial crystal on my 51st KC. So I'm now coming up to nearly 150 kills since then. I don't have the second one just yet. It's fine because it's quite a rare drop rate. But I would like one soon because I need money. I mean, split the cash I had and get a dex, which is useful. Or rigor rather. Fantastic for that. Get the kill just in time. Na, 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 na. So for those of you who are new to this, the actual running down to this is actually fairly straightforward. It took me a while to get used to it, but once you do, it's pretty straightforward. So when you first enter the room, this likely won't be here. That's usually only here if it's been activated and someone left without killing them first, basically. Otherwise, you should be walking in fine. That's there. You will take 5 damage as you enter the room. He's sitting on the door. He's sitting on the trapdoor initially, right? What then happens when you move into the room towards him, he will then stand up, and he will then target you. Once he targets you, you will see each of his 3 attack styles. First being magic, which is the ball from the right hand side. Second being a range from the left hand side. And then lastly be melee attack from the center. No matter the distance you are from him, he will always hit with that melee attack. So, what you would do is fairly straightforward. Is you would create the respective style. Which I would demonstrate momentarily once I've got this next kill done. Dragon Bones! Happy days. I should be more than fine to continue. Okay, so start off with magic. See the ball, change the range. The spike, change the melee. Sorted. So as soon as you see the ball comes up, you change to range. As soon as you see the spikes come up, you change to melee. And as soon as you see him basically leaning forward, back to magic. And continue through the entire fight using magic prey. He will hit occasionally with the range attack, which is fine. You can just take away heal from it. You can spec using the bullpipe if you want to as well. Hopefully you get better luck than I do, because I always have terrible luck when specking with the bullpipe. I think it's been once where I may have hit a 35. Not frequent. Usually a 1 or 2. My luck, unfortunately. Right now, for example. Hit 10. I mean, come on, right? And again. 39, there you go. Happy days. That once in a lifetime, I guess you got a high spec. Now, with the ghosts, it's fairly straightforward. They will always be in a random pattern. So it's easy to just get a quick look at them. Look what the first one is going to be. And as soon as you see you basically want to prayer each of them, right? The idea is that regardless however they're going to hit you, it will deplete by 30. If it's 30 health or 30 prayer. So the best thing to do is make sure you see which one's going to come through first. Change your prayer to that to get ready for it, and make sure you're not going to be delayed or surprised by it in any way, shape, or form. You know they're going to come whenever he does his Aru. Grr is lava ball, lava pits rather. Do not want to be in them or near them. Alright, okay, it's now. So again, he's got three main things. When he first comes into it, he will do his magic, range, then melee attack. So, as soon as you get into combat, pray magic. As soon as you see the first attack comes up, pray range. As soon as you see the spike ball come up, pray melee. You will know when he's finished attacking, and you can then change back to magic, protect. Now, throughout the entire fight, you'll be just looking to pray magic through the entire fight, as it's easy straightforward just to kind of block his attacks really then. There, put that there. So, after he's done his opening fight, you just do a volley of random melee, magic, and ranged. If you're out of melee range, you would just simply do magic and range attacks. Magic of course will get blocked by your protection magic. If you actually block the range instead of magic, he mainly attacks with magic. You'll get frequently hit, it may only be 12s, but it will be frequent, so there's no point in that. Okay. So he has two main mechanics. Once you get into a half health, they'll both kind of kick in essentially. The first of which being the ghosts. So he will go Aru. So big long A-R-O. Once he's doing this, you'll see the ghosts start to move forward. The ghosts are again always in a random pattern, but they are colour coordinated. Red being in melee, green being range, and blue being magic. So all you have to do is block accordingly. And you can time this to a T, it's really easy. So as long as you're blocking the appropriate one, so say if it's range first, you change to range block. And as soon as you see your prayer depletes by 30, you would then change to the next one. So as soon as you see it deplete by 30, change the next prayer protect, and then so on. Unless you have 91 plus, you will likely lose all of your prayer, so you will want to quickly take a sip for prayer pot or restore, and click back on your quick spells, which you should have set to both pray magic as well as the best ranging boost prayer you have. Mine being right now being rigor. Next to that being eagle eye. And then last of which, of course, being Hawkeye, but you should not be using that. You should really be on Eagle Eye at the minimal, really. If you don't have high enough prayer for that, you probably shouldn't be doing the fight at all. I've always kind of wavered with the idea of allowing blocking 2 hits with magic, blocking 2 hits with prayer points, and then allowing 1 hit in melee, and just kind of sip and do it that way, don't deplete fully. I've never really seen any kind of main difference to this. Your prayer depletes slowly, your health comes deplete quickly, so there's no point wasting food. After the ghost mechanic, the last thing he does is Grr. When he shouts Grr, he will shoot out 3 lava pools. You will see the directions they show it, they go in. They look like kind of like fiery red tornadoes. And as soon as they land, it'll be a lava puddle. If you're standing on top of the lava puddle, it will do 15 counting damage rapidly. You want to move as soon as you can. If it lands next to you, it will do 10 damage. Again, still pretty rapid. If you're simply running past it, it will do 7 damage. So you want to try and stay clear of it altogether. So yeah, I'll now do a kind of opening scene to the fight. Let's see how this goes. So, my prayers on. I have taken a sip on my bashing potion, which gives me both range and defense points. That's been then blocked all 3 attacks, and I will then just go into my constant volley now. So you can see, keeping my range, he will do mainly magic attacks with occasional range. There are occasions where he will do range quite frequently. It's nothing to worry about. It can be healed through, it's not an issue. So now he's range, magic, melee. One sip, activate press again, back into it. These things gird and moving time, so taking a bit of damage there, but it's fine. I can use a spec now to get a bit of health back. But I have 4, so that's unfortunate, as usual. But I had 30, so I'm back near full health again. Happy days. Okay, it's in a row again, but I might kill him before they come out though. Just in case I will heal up, or prayer rather. Melee. Range, I was quite fortunate there that the first one was in fact a magic, so I didn't have to change my prayer. Fantastically good job, alright. In here. Alright, so again, magic, range, melee. Tiny a bit too close to me, I'm going to take a step back, just in case. I want to make sure I always have that clear gap there, so it doesn't have a chance to melee me. Don't want to go taking any needless damage, how do I? Now, if you're wondering right now why I'm bantering on like this, is that at this time I'm also, as I'm streaming, I'm also recording. So, I would like to think at some point in the future I might offer my own guides, as it were, to try and make it a bit simpler if possibly can. I might try to use lower kind of level gear, for example, as well. Obviously, my actual stats will be taken into account, mind you. However, something I might look into in the future. Auto throw, apart from his range attack there. It's up there. Over here. Right, dead. Don't want to waste any prayer points. Pick up main loot. Do your organising here to keep it all tidy. Let's go again. Magic, range, melee. We spec here. That's 0. That's just my luck. That is 100% my luck spec, unfortunately. We've both changed that already. Now, unfortunately, I've had an issue now. I don't know what the issue arose. I think I've changed my prayers a bit too quickly there. And I've mucked up. I've been able to recover, but I've just wasted a whole lot of food, which would probably cost me a run or two here. Renaissance, let's step over here now. Just gonna quickly heal up. I don't want to waste any spit there. Alright, let's try this again. Magic, range, melee. That's magic. Lava puddles. Thankfully, the entire run he didn't do anything to those ghosts, so that actually saved me quite a lot there. Which was quite nice of him. That's 4 kills down. That's just 5 kills actually. So I didn't pick up the first Holy Summon, did I? .42 spec? Wow. Alright, that's generous. I don't see that happening again. Set, range, melee, magic. He hit me once as I was resipping, so that's fine. Not a massive hit. Easy to recover from. However, something I've actually noticed I've not actually been paying attention to is after the ghosts are done, he will then go into his second opening. In a sense, he will repeat his opening attack style, where he does the magic, range, then melee. Something I didn't pick up on until later on. Wasn't the most obvious thing that he does. I don't think I also mentioned it in any of the guides either. To be fair, I've seen before. Let me check that. Range, magic, melee. Okay, so we're leaving after this fight, that's fine. I've got more than usual out of this one, so that's always by me. A nice 40 spec there as well, not bad. Only been a couple of seconds later, but nice. There we are. Right, let's get out of here. Okay, well then guys, just as I'm restocking, I'll give you a quick overview of what items I'm picking up here, what items I'm taking with me, and just kind of generally how I'm going about this really. Again, I'm using more kind of higher end level side of things. Well, actually no, not higher end at all. I'd say I'm more at the kind of middle ground right now. I'm kind of half and half, as it were. Because high end would be like Tebow, Armadillo, stuff like that. Okay, so just putting back in and back in. So, gear wise, what I'm doing right now, so because when it comes to start over. Okay, so when it comes to Hellhound's task, I'm doing the Cerberus boss fight instead. What we're looking to do basically is because it's a Slayer task, and you can only ever do Cerberus on task. Therefore, you will always take your Slayer helmet. Fact. Now, because Cerberus has 2 ways of doing it, I do melee. Sorry, I do range, so it's not melee. I've not tried melee just yet. I don't feel it'd be beneficial, because then you're having to deal with three types of damage. So I go stick with my range. Now, I just kind of take my Samrock set, because I like the matching idea. Now, always, when you're doing a range, you want to take 1 pieces of the Ava's gear. I take Ava's similar, because I have the upgraded version now. I mean, when it comes to the weapon, kind of try to show you the blowpipe is probably one of the kind of something you can get. It's not massively dear. It's quite affordable if you can get money for it really, and it's just a case of then stocking up with scales. And you'll be looking to do probably adamantite darts. You can get a lot of them for quite cheap. I'm currently using rune darts, and you guys can go from there as well. From this point, you want to take a jewellery. Now, a lot of guides would say take the Ring of Suffering because of its 20 plus and prayer. Yes, do that, most definitely. I'm not doing it right now. I'm trying to go for all the kills right now, so I'm taking the Archer's Ring and the Necklace of Anguish. However, early game, if you want to go for a big spend at some point, you're probably good going for the Ring of Suffering. You want to then imbue it and fill it with Rings of Recoil. This way then you're going to have massive defense for a start anyway. And it's also very useful for like sort of Zulliver as well, so it's always a good thing to have. Of course, the Amulet of Fury, it's just all around really well balanced. It's got the 5 prayer points, it's got the 10 plus on all attack stats, and 15 plus on all range defense stats. But again, for me, I'm going to go with Anguish for the range strength as well as the range damage. Now, from here, because I'm using the blowpipe, I'm going to take a blessing. I'm going to take the Redis blessing, of course. It can be any blessing. Specifically, though, if you have the Redis blessing 4 from the elite diary, of course, you always take that over as priority. But I imagine if you have the Redis blessing 4, you probably know this already. So yes, I'm missing something. What am I missing? I'm missing my gloves. So of course, arrow gloves. Best in slot for range. Right, so that's the gear setup. Again, if you're a lower level, obviously you'd always want to have a Slayer helmet, no matter what. But then obviously to actually do Cerberus, you need to have level 92, so by this point you should have some decent gear, to be fair. If you're Iron Man, maybe not. So you probably want to be wearing probably like your black D-hide, for example. If you don't have Dragon D-hide boots, I mean, if you were looking to get Rangers boots, of course you wear them regardless. You could probably go with something a bit simpler, like snakeskin boots, for example. You can easily make them. They're not massively far off, is it? You can see the differences there. It's -1 prayer, -4 range attack, and it's different defenses there as well. But I mean, if you're going basic, that's probably a basic setup there, to be fair. Black D-hide, body and legs. It's literally difference is the -1 prayer. That's all it is really, and then the boots there as well. Now with regards to the inventory, so you can probably take an statue if you want to, the runes in that. It's up to yourself. I'm going to stick with the house teleports, just because I can easily buy them. They're cheap enough, and it's absolutely sorted really. Along with that, I'm going to be taking the Holy Blessing, so I get more points out of my prayer pots, which I'll be doing momentarily as well. Now, because I don't have the 80 agility yet, I will be using a Summer Pie just to go over that obstacle to get through that shortcut, get there faster. At this point, you'll be looking to take a ranging potion. I'm going to take a Bastion though, it's a lot more expensive, of course. A good nearly 10k difference there. Gives you both a range and defense, so I'm going to take that. And then taking 8 prayer points, prayer potions. So I'm going to put them in there just now. You could always take some restores. Obviously, they give the extra. I think it's extra 2 prayer points there, 1 or 2 prayer points there. More expensive though. They're 10k prayer pots or just under 9k, so it's about a k&a-half difference. It's really up to yourself, really. At this point, then it's the food. So I take anglerfish. They're not cheap to buy, to be fair. I'm at a point where I can now fish them. I did buy these ones, however, because I ran out and I didn't want to go buying it fishing at the point in time. But any high fish source is good, from your monkfish, your sharks, whatever you have access to, really. Really though, again, if you're doing Cerberus, you're going to have higher end equipment, higher end food, so you should be fine. I imagine using your best judgment is a good idea. So now getting here, as you can see, there's a very short workage over here. I'm going outside the west side over the wall of Falador, down into the Taverley dungeon. So there's different ways you can do this. I think I can. Yep. Okay. So if you don't have high agility whatsoever, you'd be looking to run all the way around, basically. All the way around. If you don't have the key to access the Blue Dragon section, you're looking to go into Black Knights, and here you can get the key. Otherwise, you'll be running all around. You can take a shortcut here. Do that, you can go all around again. Up here. Past through the Blue Dragons. Down, round, up here, and up past the Deep Black Demons. Past the poisonous spiders, past the Hellhounds, and into the dungeon here, which will take you to this section here. As you can see here, there's a Keymaster teleport. You can only get that teleport from Cerberus. He drops 3 at a time when you kill him. Not a guaranteed job, sadly. Very useful to have. Very useful. I'm going to do a shortcut here. I'll bring us over. Now, once you're in the dungeon section here, the bit here, there are 3 hallways you can go down. So there's 3 optional, no private, they are public instances, or public rooms rather, for the Cerberus fight. See here the Iron Winch. Winch, not winch. So you can peek it. This will tell you if anyone's in the room. One in here, so I can go to that one. And go to the next one now. Go up here to the next section. I pick that one. No one here. Okay, sweet. Turn. Dice in. Now, the way I do this, I always have the camera facing west. This is easier for me this way, because I go down here, I can see what he's doing, I can see what comes through here. I just generally kind of play in this kind of section here, basically. This is my home. As you can see, because there's no wall of fire here right now, so the wall of fire would only spawn if someone had started the fight and then left without killing him. As soon as you kill him, wall resets, and there's no damage to be taken there. So, at this point, you'll be looking to, well, really, you want to say your group prayers. As I said before, Eagle Eye, if you don't have, so Rigor, definitely, don't have Rigor because it can be expensive and hard to obtain, usually using Eagle Eye, and protect from magic. You can use Preserve if you want to, not necessary at all. Up to yourself, I wouldn't do it though, that's fine. Yeah, so ideas, I'm going to run over here. So if I can mark that, can I mark that? Okay, so I'm going to run over here. That's why I always go. I always go right here. What will happen is as soon as I start making my over, he will sit up because he's going to sit down right now. He will stand up fully, and he will then aggro me. As soon as he does, he will go into his starting mechanic. He will start opening up with a magic attack, which you'll see a ball come out. As soon as you see that ball, you're going to change to the protect from range. You will then see a spike ball being launched at you. As soon as you see the spike ball, you change it then to protect from melee. And you see him. As he's doing these things, he shoots the magic one first of all. Just range one. As soon as he shoots the range one, he will then go up on his hind feet, and he will then lunge forward to do a melee attack. Once he's done that, change it back to magic, and then just that fight begins. Okay, so let's see where it goes. Take a step here, so I'm going to run in. Attack. So there's the magic ball, he's range. There. Okay, so I was trying to be a bit slow there, I couldn't really do it. It's not a slow mechanic, unfortunately. So I think we a bit of damage there. Although he mainly uses magic attacks, he does throw out the occasional range as he's doing now. This is the only thing that's damaged me so far. Just absolutely fine. Now, I use both my specs. I hope you have better luck than I do. My specs are always horrible. with the blow pipe, unfortunately, I don't have good luck with it in any way, shape, or form. That's fine, I'm going to keep him down. As soon as he gets over the 300 health mark, this is when his thing is a bit dangerous. So when he's at 300 point health, he has a chance to then do his Aru. There it is, and he spawns a knee guy. So as you can see, it's for range first. I want to get my 5 points up, change to pitch from range, then magic, melee. Now, I wasn't fast enough there. Unfortunately, I'm not fast enough when I explain things. That's fine. But again, you want to keep an eye out for what's first. Okay? So when you see what's first, the ghost, what colour it is, change the corresponding protect, and then you have time to get like step up, go from there. As you can see though, as he did his lava pit attack while I was explaining it there. So again, that's when after he gets down to a quarter health, he then starts doing his Grr. It's going because of these lava pits, and you want to get out of the way of them as soon as you can. Again, if you stand near them, they will do constant damage. This first kill, it wasn't as smooth as my usual kill, so I usually use a lot less food. That's fine. It's something I can easily recover from. So what I'll do now is, I'll shut up, I won't explain things now, because it is getting me killed. That's fine. See, right now I didn't even think to do my blocks. So let's see how this goes. Once I count another 63 of these, I will then get to 93 range. My long awaited range that's finally coming up. So melee first, step to the side, magic. I'm gonna get hit though, because I didn't have my thing on. Yep. I should have sipped first, because I didn't have enough prey to block all the attacks. Again, it's fine, I've been able to recover okay. Gonna die in a second. There we are. Lovely cannonballs for me. Come away. So it's going to be melee first, and then magic, and range. Just like that. Clearly I can't explain things as I'm doing it. But because of my mistakes though, I need to go back. I don't have enough food to confidently do this right now. So I managed to get 3 kills because of my other mistakes, but that's fine. Okay. It's gonna hurt? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna leave now, because I don't feel confident with what I have left. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. dun, 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 dun. Actually, guys, I'm going to stream for now. Actually, I'm feeling a bit. I don't know. Weird. What is? I will stream more tomorrow. I'm off all week, so I'm streaming throughout the week as well. We're streaming a couple of hours each day, at least. So for now, guys, who are here, thank you for coming along. I hope that I'm able to make the videos more entertaining in the future. But for now, guys, thanks a lot.